Hi folks, you see me here once again for a one-day video. Hope I'm not scaring you with these one-day videos. But yeah, 24 hours to go to IIFT. Now IIFT, I can't call it IIFT 2022. The way they like to call this exam is the entering year and the year in which you graduate. So it will be IIFT 2023-2025. Now, a couple of things that I want you all to keep in mind. Number one, the sectional cutoffs when it comes to the IIFT exam are very, very low. Generally, if you're scoring in the vicinity of say about 12-13 marks, in quant and verbal, you're very, very comfortable in your sectional cutoffs. I've already gone ahead and done an in-depth video on what the IIFT paper has showcased over the last 4 to 5 years and what students should keep in mind. So this is one very, very important parameter. If you haven't caught that, go and see this video because it will really help you. So sectional cutoffs are low. Do not worry too much. This is a paper in which you need to go ahead and play to your strengths. Say I'm not good at verbal, okay? I just go ahead, attempt 5 questions which I'm confident on, get all 5 right, I'm done. Sectional cutoff is probably crossed and done and dusted. Or the reverse, say I'm not good at quant, I turn around and I just look at 5 questions, attempt them, get my 14-15 sectional done. The remaining marks can all completely come from sections where I'm much more confident and where I practiced hard. So keep that one thing in mind. Point number 2 to keep in mind. Yes, this paper has GK, but the sectional cutoff for general knowledge is very, very low. Last year, about 4.5 to 5 marks. So generally, if you attempt 4 questions, get them correct, you're done. 1.5 marks per question and you're done. So GK is something you should not worry too much about. You generally end up getting some 4 or 5 questions from sports, entertainment, business, science, technology, stuff which you'll probably already know a little bit about because you read the newspaper or because you're just passionate about some sport or the other. So don't be surprised if you end up getting something on the cricket World Cup, Football World Cup and stuff like that. Ukraine-Russia conflict, 100% something can come. So some of these things you'll already be aware of. So be ready for that, okay? So GK should not really be something to be too worried about. There is a compendium on the app already. Go ahead and look at it. Even the last 10-12 hours you spend, say about a couple of hours looking at that compendium, good enough. I think you'll get a few questions from there. So look at the BYJU'S exam prep app for the compendium. Point number 3, and this is where it becomes very, very interesting. If you look at the weightage given by IIFT to various parameters, you'll see 73% weightage to the IIFT score, 10% each to class 10 and 12, 5% is given to whether you're an engineer or a non-engineer, and 2% is given to your gender. Now imagine if I'm a girl who's a non-engineer and my 10 and 12 are above 90. Now this is for all those non-engineering girls out there who are going to write IIFT tomorrow. You just about need to score 70 to 75 marks and you'll comfortably go ahead and get an IIFT Delhi call. So please keep that in mind. For say an engineer out there whose 10 and 12 did not go off to male. So if you're a male engineer and 10 and 12 is say between 80 to 90, you'll need to do much more. You'll probably need about 40 marks more. That means you need to be knocking on the door of 110, 115 to get a call from IIFT or be comfortable about getting a call. So please keep that in mind as well. More on this in that video that I was talking about earlier. We've covered all of that. And the final thing to keep in mind, there is enough time in this paper, unlike a CAT paper where a sectional time limit is there. Here everything is decided by you. Do go ahead and give enough time to every section. Generally GK can take about 10-12 minutes at max. You don't need more than that. So the remaining 110 minutes, if you divide it equally among 3 sections, you're still talking about close to almost 35 to 37 minutes per section. That is a lot of time. So if there is one section which you know is your weaker area, spend 20 minutes there. This additional 15 minutes can go into the other 2 sections which are your strong areas and can help you maximize your score. That's about it. Hopefully this gives you a little bit of confidence and you're ready to go ahead and crack IIFT. Keep a couple of things in mind. Catch straight after the exam. Now, why am I stating this? Because for some of you all, actually I hope it doesn't happen, but for some of you all, there is a chance that you might actually have snap tomorrow as well, right? 2 to 3 is when snap is. So I hope there is no overlap happening, but if in case it happens, do remember that the IIFT analysis will actually happen probably during the snap analysis or just before. So catch us for the IIFT analysis on the app, which is the BYJU'S exam prep app, and on the YouTube channel straight after the exam. And yeah, we'll go ahead and discuss all of this and the expected cutoffs there. All the very best to each and every one of you from BYJU'S exam prep. Do well.